Hi Aaron, I'm going to try and explain this to you with this little video. You'll have to excuse the Android phone quality here. I can't get this to focus in, and I'm drinking a cup of tea, so this will make it even more difficult. I'll also send photos and something else, so don't panic just yet because you can't see. I'm going to click on here. This is what the driver would do on his run. He'd click on the shortcut to Arete, which is the name that we've given this, and you will see that it takes a little while to load up, and up comes our blood trace screen, and I go in here and I select driver, and then I go in and I give it a password. And I know you technical guys love difficult passwords, so I put one in for you, and it is just pass, and I got that wrong, crying out loud. So try that again. PASS login. Okay, so what we're getting then is an option for either collections or deliveries. I'm just trying to, no, I still can't get that to focus in. So I click on collections, and I'm just waiting here now for something to happen. I'll get rid of that keyboard down there, and you'll see here I have an option now for a couple of different places. So the NBC is the bottom one here, and I go in here and I click on NBC. The other ones are Cavan Hospital, Mater and Vincent's. The NBC is the National Blood Centre, so I click on that, and then I click next, and that tells me here that there are 3 bags of platelets to collect. Now what the driver would do is he would go off and he would scan those bags. These would turn to green if they're the correct ones, and you'll see more detail on them over here that they're A, B plus, and these are the serial numbers of the tags, so the unique identifiers. Down here we'd see that the box that they go into is selected as well, and that'll turn green, and then the driver would hit next. Now clearly they have not turned green in this instance, so to be honest I'm not too sure what happens here. We go not found. Yeah, let's click not found, and then I would put in my signature, A-M-E-R-I-C-A, just to keep it in the flavour of the month, and I confirm that. So this is the driver collecting bags from a location. This tells me that the information was not sent up to our central, up to the web yet, and that's okay because it'll only happen when we synchronize next. So it says please click on sync next time you're online. So let's pretend now we're back at the van, or we're working off an Android phone, and we have a connection to the internet, and we just press sync. What will happen now is that this will again go off, and it's throwing up, in this particular case, 2 things. One is throwing up a file for the details of the tag, and it's also throwing up a file with JPEG images of the signature. One image is associated with each tag number or tag file, and you'll see that in our other video that I sent before, the silent demo one, where you'll see the signatures being associated with a tag number. Now I'm not too sure what's going to happen here, to be honest, because I'm doing this out of sync with the live environment, so I'm not really too sure. I do have an internet connection which is up there. You can't see it, but it is up there. So I suspect it's just timed out. I suspect what's going to happen here is it's going to die on us, because I haven't done something right. So what I'll do in this instance is we'll see if we can stop it. Nah, can't do that either. So, while we're waiting here, I suppose we could talk about the American election. One of my favourite people in the whole wide world, Newt Gingrich, seems to be very upset with the American media. That makes me quite happy. As always, you're kind of hoping at this stage the Republicans don't have anybody to put forward, but I'm sure they will have somebody at the end of all this. And it looks like it's going to be Romney at this stage, but we'll wait and see. You see, this happens, this is pushed us right back. When this is synchronizing, normally it takes maybe about 30 seconds or so, and it would push up a number of the files. If there's a lot of files in there, it might push up 4 or 5 at a go, and then you'd have to do it a second time and that. But it's normally about 30 seconds. This took longer because it's confused. So sorry, I'm pushing this back too far. So we're back to putting in our password. You might start to see why it is that we want to change this, because, as I say, it is stuck together with God's glue, but it's also pretty cumbersome. Okay, there's saying there's no items for delivery. Okay, that's fine, because there are no items for delivery. So what would happen is that he would go to a location and he would do the delivery cycle, which is he would click on items for delivery. It would display what they are. The guy in the hospital would say, yeah, that's what we're expecting. He would give a signature, and then they would synchronize that signature when they get back to a connection, or if it's on the Android, probably straight away. And then they would ask the guy in there, do you have anything here for transfer to another hospital? Or indeed, they would probably have to tell them that they have something here for transfer to another hospital, because they would say, like, well, we're in Cavan now, so let's click on Cavan, and we go to next, and it says you have no, I don't know what the hell that is. I'm at the pressing 2 buttons at the one go. Sorry, let's cancel that. So we will go into, so we're now in the Cavan hospital. We've delivered the stuff that we've taken from the NBC. We click on Cavan, we click on next, and there is nothing to be delivered. So I know there's nothing to be delivered. I don't even have to ask the guy. So that gives you an idea of what the driver sees and operates with his handheld. The handheld, as you can see, is cumbersome. That's not a near field device. That can read maybe 3 meters or so, if it's needed to do, and the size of the tags depend on that. But we're going to be going with near field reader type sizes, so I'm not too fussed about the physical cumbersome size of this. And if we had to go with it, something like that, well, we would. I will send on some other stuff as well, and hopefully this makes some sort of sense. Okay, talk to you later.